In the quiet corners of Chester Zoo, something truly wonderful has happened. A tiny, precious life has begun. After months of patient waiting, the zoo's keepers were rewarded with the most incredible sight. A new snow leopard cub has been born. This is not just any birth, it is a historic moment for the zoo. It is the very first time a snow leopard has ever been born here. The cub, still small and staying close to its mother, represents a significant step forward. This little creature, with its soft, spotted fur and bright blue eyes, is a powerful symbol of hope for a species that lives on the edge of our world. The parents of this remarkable cub are two magnificent snow leopards named Nubra and Yashin. Nubra, the mother, has shown herself to be incredibly gentle and protective. She keeps her young one tucked away safely in their den, nurturing it through its first delicate weeks of life. Yashin, the father, is a strong and handsome leopard. Their pairing was carefully planned as part of a global effort to protect these animals. This cub is a moment of pure celebration, not just for the zoo team, but for everyone who cares about our planet's wildlife. For years, the keepers at Chester Zoo have worked tirelessly to create a perfect home. They have studied their behaviors, understood their needs, and built an environment that mimics their wild, rocky homelands. This birth is a testament to their dedication and expertise. It shows that their hard work has created a space where these shy and elusive creatures feel safe enough to bring new life into the world, which is a wonderful achievement. Seeing the cub on the zoo's cameras for the first time was a moment of incredible joy. It was a tiny, fuzzy shape, stumbling on unsteady paws, exploring its new world under the watchful eye of its mother. Every little movement, every small squeak is a victory. This little one holds the future of its kind in its very DNA. It is a living, breathing part of a worldwide mission to save one of the most beautiful and mysterious cats on Earth. This single birth sends a ripple of optimism across the entire conservation community, a sign that our efforts can and do make a difference. To understand why this birth is so important, we must first understand what it means for a species to be in danger. When we say an animal is endangered, it means there are very few of them left in the wild. Their population has become so small that they are at risk of disappearing forever. If we do not act to help them, they could face extinction. Extinction is final. It means that every single one of that animal is gone, and they will never return. Think of the dodo, a bird that once lived on an island, but now only exists in pictures and stories. This is the fate we are fighting to prevent for the snow leopard. Snow leopards are magnificent hunters, perfectly adapted to their high-altitude homes in the mountains of Central Asia, and yet they are in serious trouble. It is thought that there may be as few as 4,000 of these incredible cats left in the wild. Their numbers have fallen because their world is changing. Humans are moving further into their territories, which means there is less space for the leopards to live and hunt. They are also sometimes hunted for their beautiful fur or in retaliation for killing livestock. These pressures have pushed this resilient species to the very brink of survival. These animals are often called the ghosts of the mountains because they are so rarely seen. They live solitary lives in some of the most remote and unforgiving landscapes on our planet. Their thick, smoky grey fur, covered in dark rosettes, provides the perfect camouflage against the rocky slopes. They have large, fur-covered paws that act like natural snowshoes, and a long, thick tail that they use for balance and to wrap around themselves for warmth. Every part of the snow leopard is a masterpiece of evolution, designed for survival in a harsh world. These predators play a vital role in their mountain ecosystems, helping to control the populations of other animals and keeping the environment healthy. When a top predator disappears, the entire system can be thrown into chaos. That is why the birth of a single cub in a zoo so far from its ancestral home carries such immense weight. It is a small but crucial victory in a much larger battle. Saving the snow leopard is a task too big for any one person or any single zoo. It requires a global team effort, a worldwide alliance of dedicated people working together. Good zoos, like Chester, are a vital part of this mission. They participate in carefully managed conservation breeding programs. These programs are like a global dating agency for endangered animals. Experts look at the genetics of each snow leopard in captivity to decide which male and female would be the best match to produce healthy, strong cubs. The pairing of Nubra and Yashin was one such success story, a carefully planned step to ensure a healthy future for the species. Zoos often partner with conservation organizations working on the ground. These teams work directly with the local communities who share their land with the leopards. They help herders build predator-proof corrals to protect their livestock, which reduces the conflict between humans and wildlife. When people's livelihoods are safe, they're more willing to help protect the animals living alongside them. It is a partnership built on respect and understanding. These conservation projects also involve training and equipping local rangers to patrol the mountains, protecting the leopards from illegal hunting. Scientists set up camera traps, which are remote cameras that take pictures when an animal walks by, to study the leopards without disturbing them. This helps them understand how many leopards are in an area and how they behave. All of this information is crucial for making smart decisions about how best to protect them. Every photograph and every piece of data adds another piece to the puzzle, helping us build a more complete picture of their secret lives. By supporting local people, we empower them to become guardians of their own natural heritage. This creates a powerful incentive to protect the snow leopards and their habitat, as a healthy ecosystem becomes a valuable asset for the community. It is a holistic approach, recognizing that the well-being of people and wildlife are deeply connected. This collaborative spirit, linking zoos with field experts and local communities, is our best hope for securing a future for the ghosts of the mountains. The birth of this tiny cub at Chester Zoo is so much more than just a happy event. It is a powerful symbol. It is a beacon of hope in a world where we so often hear sad stories about nature. This little leopard reminds us that with care, dedication, and collaboration, we can turn the tide. It shows that conservation breeding programs work, and that zoos can play a critical role in safeguarding the future of endangered species. This cub now carries a precious genetic legacy, one that could one day be essential for the survival of its wild cousins. It is a living, breathing insurance policy for the species. This single birth creates a connection between people and wildlife. When we see this cub, we are not just seeing an animal, we're seeing a story of survival. It helps us to understand the challenges these creatures face and inspires us to become part of the solution. Every person who visits the zoo and learns about the cub, every child who watches a video of it playing, becomes an ambassador for snow leopards. This emotional connection is incredibly important, as it fuels the public support needed to fund conservation projects both in zoos and in the wild. It transforms a distant problem into a personal mission for us all. The journey ahead is long and the challenges remain great, but we must not lose hope. The future of the snow leopard, and countless other species, depends on us. We can all play a part, no matter how small it may seem. We can support good zoos that are actively involved in conservation. We can learn about the issues facing wildlife and share that knowledge with others. Wildlife can coexist. It's the promise that if we work together with passion and determination, we can protect the magnificent diversity of life on our wonderful planet. The ghost of the mountains has given us a new reason to believe. It is now up to all of us to ensure that this belief is rewarded and that snow leopards continue to roam the high peaks of Asia for centuries to come.